It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm Bob Rectenwald, and this is Scooter.
Whoop, whoop.
Scott Callies.
How are you?
Good.
That's it. All right, we're good.
Good.
Just good. Had a long night.
Yeah.
Football.
It's that season.
It is.
I like it. It's
It
all right.
is.
Had two good games last night. Bombers won both. That's
Awesome.
and it is Football Friday. We'll talk about that here in a little while.
Awesome.
We were talking off camera. You said you went to the Taste of the Twin Lakes for a little while last night.
Yes, I did. And it was, at first kind of had me a little worried because we went there and you know, they open doors at 5:30 and then you start eating at 6. And it seemed like 6 o'clock was coming around. There was like, looking around, it was like all these empty tables. And I was like, where is everybody? And I know that they had almost completely sold out of tickets. But by the time got around and people got in there, I think people were running late and stuff. But
Well, there's so
they
many
eventually
things going
filled
on
it up.
yesterday.
Yes.
We had volleyball at the hangar. We had 2 football games on the football field. The Taste of the Twin Lakes.
Talked to a number of people that, you know, knew family and stuff that had went through and purchased tickets, but knew they couldn't make it. They just wanted to support them. So that was cool. It ended up filling up pretty good by the time it got done, but there was a lot of restaurants and stuff there. And
What is the who benefits from that?
Serenity, yes. Everything goes to them.
And what is the purpose? I mean, what's the background for it? Just to raise money for
Just
them?
raise money. This is their one big fundraiser that they do to raise money for Serenity Inc. So they have silent auction going, table after tables of all the stuff for silent auction. I didn't. I never.
Tightwad. Did you ever try?
Then they had.
Let's go. Whoa! Don't be dodging here. Did
then
you
they
at
had
least try?
Well, we looked at a few things. But
Then we had a what?
No. And then they had a live auction that they do at the end of the bigger items. And just kind of hang out and talk and enjoy and eat some good food. And I mean, they had, like I said, so many restaurants. You can just walk around and try little things from everybody.
You have a smorgasbord.
A smorgasbord.
There you go. What a deal. Anything else exciting?
Not a whole lot.
Had a little bit of rain last night.
We did. We got rain it seemed like all week and all weekend coming through. The chances.
We don't need that.
No, we need it to clear up tonight is what we need it to do.
At least till Sunday.
Till Sunday. Okay. Now you may be pushing it, but we can try.
Yeah. Well, the rain's not supposed to be bad. It's going to pass through here and it'll be pretty good. So let's go to morning prayer, brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks. Hospice of the Ozarks is there for you in your time of need. If you have a loved one that's been diagnosed with a life-ending illness, they'd be glad to help you as a family member and help the patient as well. Hospice of the Ozarks will make them as comfortable as absolutely possible in their end times. You've had personal experience with hospice?
I did, and they're just amazing people. They really are, and you can actually talk to them. It's not like going to one of these doctors that just kind of gives you a spiel. No, they sit down with you, especially as family. You'll know everything that your loved one's going through, what is going on. They've got a lot of support groups to help families and stuff with what's going on. So it is amazing. I mean, they really have a calling for what they do, and they really, really want to help.
There you go. 870-508-1771 is their number, Hospice of the Ozarks, and now the morning prayer. Lord, we just thank you for the Hospice of the Ozarks. Lord, they do things that others have a hard time doing. They deal with end times of a loved one, and they're there to support and to help, and we pray for each and every one of them. The people that work there and those that are there to help comfort you and your loved ones as you deal with this. Lord, we just pray that you will continue to bless us as a nation. Lord, we just pray that you will be with our government from the federal level to the state level to the county down to the city level. Real sneeze, Scooter. I knew it was coming. And Lord, we just thank you for being who you are in our lives, Lord. We just pray that you'll continue to be with all the students as they travel to and from school, to their different events throughout the days. And we just thank you for safe travels for them. Lord, we just pray that you'll be with the weather, that doesn't get out of control and out of hand. Lord, we just thank you for who you are. It's in Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I'm going to sneeze again. Hospice of the Ozarks. Be glad to help you. Give them a call at 870-508-1771. And we'll be back in just a moment after a quick word from Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z Team.
Oh, honey, we've had such a wonderful vacation here in the Ozarks. I really hate to go home.
I know. The lakes, the rivers, they've all been great for fishing. Oh, and the boating and the swimming.
And the people are so nice in the stores and restaurants.
Let's call an agent and see if we can make Mountain Home our new home.
Call the Z Team, 870-405-0793. Century 21 LeMac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East Mountain Home.
870-405-0793. Hello, Z Team?
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for the weather, the dam reports, lake levels, and all that good stuff, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z Team. Century 21 LeMac Realty, 870-405-0793 is their number. RetiredToArkansas.net is their website. Go there, click on live views, and see what you can see today. What a shot.
Yeah, great view today. Both cameras.
Looks really, really good. Let's see the other one real quick.
Pretty.
It is purdy. It's purdy, Scooter.
Almost makes you want to go fishing.
Almost, yeah. Except I wouldn't want to sit in the rain.
There'll be some diehards, I'm sure.
Oh, I bet there would be. Go back to the other one. What you're looking at is a great shot of the White River, brought to you from the Marion County side. Looking into the city of Cotter, the baseball field, the Railroad Museum, Contractors Trust is off to your right. City of Mountain Home would be far to your right. Over to your left is the Rainbow Bridge, backed up by the Trellis Bridge for the trains. The city of Bull Shoals will be off to your left. State of Missouri is straight ahead, but that is this beautiful shot of the White River in the city of Cotter, brought to you each morning by Bob and Linda Zdora. You go to Bob and Linda Zdora at www.retiredtoarkansas.net. Click on MLS listings, see what's available in our area. If something tickles your fancy, give them a call at 870-405-0793, and they'll be glad to help you. I'm going to run through some temperatures real quick. Currently in Mountain Home, it's 66. Harrison is 65. Batesville is 68. Yellville is 67. Marshall is 68. Salem 67. Mountain View 68. Calico Rock 66. West Plains, Missouri, Springfield, Missouri are both at 67. Poplar Bluff, Missouri is at 68. St. Louis, Missouri is at 67. Let's take a look at the radar. As you can see, there's a little bit of a tropical storm off to the east coast down around Raleigh, North Carolina. And some rain coming through Arkansas, Oklahoma, up in Kansas, Nebraska. That thing's about to give me a stroke here. It needs to stop flashing.
It's about caught up, I think.
Well, I hope. There we go. It'll slow down. Up into Iowa, Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, Illinois. Getting a little bit of rain up in the northwest as well. But it'll clear out of Arkansas pretty quick. Let's pull into the state of Arkansas. Some heavy showers headed toward Rogers and Fayetteville. A little bit of light rain here, Baxter County, Marion County.
Looks like we still got a line coming in.
Yeah, there's some coming, but it'll be dissipated before it reaches us, it says. But currently from Rogers to Blytheville, from Fayetteville over to Jonesboro, Fort Smith to Memphis, Conway, Little Rock, Hot Springs, Pine Bluff. Going to be raining on and off throughout the morning, but it should be completely out around noon today. Watches and warnings. We have that coastal flood warning along the East Coast. Nothing in Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky. A little bit of flood warning in Missouri, some in Texas. Other than that, it looks pretty good for us. 7-day forecast. Today, showers likely, then a chance of storms, high of 80 degrees, slight chance of thunderstorms tonight, low of 64, partly sunny, high of 81 tomorrow. Chance of storms tomorrow night, low of 64. Showers likely on Sunday, high of 73. Chance of showers Sunday night, low of 62. Monday, a little bit of rain, high of 76. Monday night, mostly clear, low of 57. And Tuesday, high near 78. Next Wednesday looks like it's going to be around 78. Next Thursday, sunny, high of 78. Pollen count. Tree pollen low today, none tomorrow, none on Sunday. Grass pollen moderate today, none tomorrow, none on Sunday. Ragweed high today, very high tomorrow, and moderate on Sunday. Lake levels and dam reports. Lake Norfolk, 553.47, which is 1.47 above full pool of 552. Currently no generation available. Lake Bull Shoals, 556.77, which is 2.23 below full pool of 659. Currently generating 1 at minimum flow, just to keep that water going for the trouts. There you go. That's the lake levels, dam reports, and all the weather updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z Team, Century 21 LeMac Realty. 870-405-0793 is their number. RetireToArkansas.net is their website. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hi, Brett, Fritz, and Paisley here at Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Roost Road. Mower Warehouse has the largest selection of Ferris zero-turn mowers in stock. 0% financing available. Mower Warehouse also services all brands of mowers. We offer free delivery. Come see us for all your mower needs. That's Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Roost Road, where your business is appreciated.
Going on now through June, up to $500 off select mowers at Mower Warehouse, with no money down and payments as low as $89 per month.
Have you? Sorry about that.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for community news and happenings brought to you by Mower Warehouse of Mountain Home. Mower Warehouse is located on Highway 178 East out toward the bypass, about a quarter mile from the bypass on the side of the right-hand side of the road, but you'll know you're there when you see the mowers in the air. Mower Warehouse. Rebates.
Rebates still going on to the end of the month.
About 8 more days with the rebates.
Save a lot of money. Like I said, most rebates are like $500. It's quite a bit off a mower. They've got financing. They got everything. They can get you in a
part sales service. Not just mowers, but they'll do weed eaters, blowers. They do generators,
trimmers, you name it. They got it.
If you need a part for your mower, your weed eater, your blower, give Mower Warehouse a shot at it because they may have it in stock. You won't have to wait for it to come through UPS or FedEx.
There you go. Don't have to wait.
Kick Cans from the Bass. The third annual Kick Cans from the Bass tournament will be held in November. Sign-ups for that is going on this week. They're limited to 75 boats, so if you want to get involved in that, give them a call at 870-508-2273, and I believe that's Miss Melissa Hudson you can talk to about that. We have an outreach free event for the community at Hickory Park. That's at the Hickory Park Amphitheater here in Mountain Home. It's tomorrow from 4 to 6. There'll be live music, singing, praying, and lots of fun, worship with flags and streamers. Friendly fellowship. Everyone is invited. All are welcome. Please bring your lawn chairs and your blankets. Not going to be cold. They must be wanting to sit on the ground.
Maybe.
Another fundraising event. It's going to be Saturday, September the 23rd, which is tomorrow, from 6 to 8:30. Doors open at 5:30 at the Twin Lakes Baptist Church Hope Center at 2645 Highway 62 Southwest. Tickets are $25 a piece. They're available at Rivertown Gallery at 3512 Highway 62 Southwest. Give Dwayne Hayda a call at 870-404-7999. It's for the Cross Trails Outfitters Youth Hunting and Fishing Club. It's just a great outreach to teach the outdoors to the kids. teach the kids about the outdoors.
It's a great program, and they got a lot of kids involved.
Guiding the next generation to Christ through the outdoors. Great local food, door prizes, raffles, music provided by Jerry Hopper. It's a fun-filled evening benefiting an area youth. This is the CTO Buffalo River, Arkansas chapter. Again, get a hold of State Director Dwayne Hayda, 870-404-7999 for more information. La Torcha Brick Oven Pizza is having a trunk or treat on October the 28th from 4 to 8. It'll be a bounce house, face painting, cupcakes, cookies, hot chocolate, costume contest, raffle, and prizes to be given away. So that's a lot of fun stuff coming up with Halloween coming up. I know the youth center will do a trunk or treat
on the 14th.
On the 14th,
and they're back to walkthrough.
So you should be you are geared up for some fun with that.
Oh yes, we're going to have a haunted trail that is awesome.
There you go. That's Community News and Happenings, brought to you by Mower Warehouse of Mountain Home. You'll know you're there when you see the mowers in the air on Highway 178 east out toward the bypass. We'll be back with This Week in Real Estate in just a moment.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 LeMac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora. How are you, sir?
I'm great. Weather's good.
Oh, it's been a great week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful fall.
A little bit of rain, a lot of sunshine, but not too hot.
Yep. No humidity.
The only part there's been a little humidity. You know, when the dew is, when you can watch the dew drip off the grass leaves in the morning, it's been pretty humid. But yeah, the only thing that I don't like about it, it's getting dark awful quick.
Oh yeah, and it's getting light awful late.
Yeah,
I mean you can really see the difference in the time of the shrinkage of hours in the day.
I was out mowing the other evening, and at about 7:30, my wife calls, says it's getting dark.
Yeah,
yeah, it is.
Street lights are coming on, Bobby. Finish. You got to come home.
I got to finish. Yep. As a kid, and you're probably the same way up in Illinois, growing up as a kid. When the street light come on, it was time to head to the house.
That's right.
Yeah. Did you go through any of that with your folks?
Oh, sure. You push it as long as you can. Well, I was over down by, and no, you got a time. You be back here.
What was the indicator that it was time for Bobby Z to get home?
Streetlights were one of them. And just, there's a certain darkness that it was, streetlights could be on for, sometimes they'd kick on a little early, but generally there was time. But then, the parents would stick their head out the door and yell for you. And it was like it got passed down.
I was just going to say the same thing. I'll never forget. We lived next to my grandmother, which is common.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We lived next to my grandmother. My mom would yell out, "Boys, time to come in." And then Grandma would yell out, because I have an uncle that's only 4 years older than me, "Time to come in." Well, 4 houses down, you'd hear, "Time to come in." And everybody, and they're only yelling for their own kids.
Yeah.
But somebody starts to chain.
Coming back.
Somebody starts to chain, and all of a sudden you see all the bikes rolling up the road.
It's like a human repeater system.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, and it's just awesome. Family life, the way it was in the 60s, is not what family life is today.
Oh, no. No.
I remember the 5 o'clock whistle. The local fire department would lay off a nice long 5 o'clock whistle to let everybody know that, hey, if you're going to go in for dinner, you better get in, get cleaned up, And those things that you remember from your past, I always joke around, Mountain Home's not Mayberry anymore, but it's the next best thing.
Yep.
And you know what? It still is.
When the whistle goes off at noon,
it's time
it
for
just
lunch.
kind of reminds you that.
Oh, yeah, it's lunchtime.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's we live in a unique area of the world, and it's kind of the melting pot for all the different folks that come in here.
Yes, sir.
You being in the real estate business for the last nearly 20 years.
Yeah, pushing it.
You've seen some changes.
Oh, dramatic.
Good, bad, or indifferent.
Yeah.
You've seen them.
And right, and you roll with them and you survive them, and, that's...
And we deal with folks wanting to come here and make changes to the way we have lived. We've been here since 72. The way we live and the way we do things. And luckily, the way we do things continues to last.
Yes. And I think it will continue that. With this, I had a guy tell me the other day, I heard Hillary Adams say that we're going to turn this into Fayetteville. I saw Hillary yesterday, and I told him that. He says, you get that guy and you put him in your car and you drive him to me. Physically, logistically, there's just we just can't do that. We can't turn into Disneyland here. No. We're just not set up for it. It's just physically impossible to do that. There's going to be some changes. Of course there's going to be, but there are going to be changes, ideally, that we can control them of sorts by making sure that we get businesses here that are good for the community. We're not going to get any big smokestack industries. We don't have the infrastructure for that. We're going to get more restaurants, more different shops and things like that are going to come in because we're a tourist town. That's where it's all based on tourism. All the tax money and everything that comes in is based on tourism. And some of those tourists come and go, hey, this is pretty nice. Pick up a real estate book. Call the Z Team. I like it here. We had a great time. We were there for a week and we had a great time.
Find me a house.
What's the real estate market like there? How are things going?
Back in the 70s and the 80s when they started the 412 expansion and turned it, in a lot of places, it's a divided highway. In some areas, it's still 5 lanes where they couldn't do the divided. I remember as a young adult, people saying, oh, that's just going to ruin our area. It's going to ruin our area. It's going to kill us. It's going to grow so fast. It's going to kill us. Those are the same people today that will tell you, boy, that what used to be a 5-hour drive is now only 2.5 to 3.
Sure.
It sure made it nice.
Yeah, sure.
And you know what? There's still farms on both sides of that road going back and forth.
See, and we tell people that when we're dealing with people, how far things are, and so you got to go up to Branson or Springfield to do big shopping type things, but it's a nice drive. You're not fighting traffic the whole way. You're not looking at bumpers the whole way. You're looking out at the cows and the horses and the fields and the different colors and things like that. It's a pleasant way to spend an hour and 15 minutes or whatever it takes. You don't mind.
Yeah.
And that really makes the difference.
Yep. The what ifs. Well, only if. You talk about the only ifs.
People do that. If they, this would be a great place if only you had a whatever. And then you drive a little farther, and this is really nice, but if only you had and by the time we get to the third if only,
shopping mall, Denny's, whatever it is that they want. It's like, stay where you're at, because it's not going to happen. We can't do a Target here. It's not good. We don't have the people to do it. There's a lot of people come through town. I mean, Danny, when she's on, and she talks about the numbers and the different places that people come from and everything else. She talked about the numbers for the football game the other day, against Harrison, and the number of people that come downtown who live farther than 20 miles out. There's a lot of people come to this town. Hospital, employment, different things, library, the ASU, everything. They come through, they pass through, they leave some money, and they go back home. Just as I'll leave here and drive up to Branson to pick up something from Bass Pro that I couldn't get over here at Dunham's, and come back and go to a different restaurant, and come back, and it's not a bad drive.
Yeah.
And you come back home to here, nice, safe Mountain Home. Nice, safe Yellville, nice, safe, Cotter. The Ozarks area, we use Mountain Home as kind of the hub because it is, and everything does kind of spin out from that. Different communities, from North Fork, Cotter, Yellville, Flippin, all unique areas and unique schools with different classes, different people going to the different schools and the different types of education that goes on in those schools. That's very important, and it's important because it makes the whole area stronger. It's not just Mountain Home's the king and everybody, all the rest of you are.
How's the real estate business in our area right now?
It's slowed down some. The 7%, which is just like a starting point for people trying to sell their homes in other markets, is kind of tough, because the prices they've come down some, but they haven't really fallen. And that was what the G had wanted to do right along, was to make them fall. They wanted to bring housing prices back down, make it more equitable, was one of the terms that I had read. It's like, sure, go ahead, get yourself involved in something else that you don't know what you're doing and get that messed up too. And they've done that.
It's not really working out that well for them.
Yeah, no, not at all. But so people who can't sell their houses, we're dependent on that. We talked about the vacationers coming and then saying, I'm interested in finding out more about the area. When they can't sell their house where they're at, and that market has all slowed down. The market was going crazy. There's still a big shortage of homes compared to 3 years ago. And because of not having as many homes available to choose from, it's kind of slowed up the market, and that's holding the prices up. There's not a lot of supply. There's still a good amount of demand. So that's holding the prices up on the homes. And then you add the difference between a 3% mortgage, a 4% mortgage, and a 7.25% mortgage. That's a big hit. And that's what's slowing people down. Conversely, the best time to buy a house was yesterday, and because is it going to get better? I think the rates will come down. And again, you don't marry the mortgage. You're just dating it. You go out with it for a while, and when they get a chance to change, then that's just what you do.
Best time to buy a house was yesterday, but the next best time is today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's true. And we're seeing. Homes are still selling.
Let's take a look at those
stuff
numbers.
Comes up and it goes under. I sold a house for a guy in a matter of a few days, where he had been. He needs to go someplace else, and we're going to make that happen, and happen in like really short period of time. Stuff that's priced well, ready to go, clean, neat. They're gone. And there's still people coming with cash. This week in real estate, there were 53 new listings came on the market. 5 commercial properties, 4 parcels of land, 34 homes came on the market. They range in price from $59,000 to $899,000. And of those 34, 5 of them are taking backups. Actually, it's 6. 27 sales this week, 1 commercial property, 4 parcels of land, 23 homes sold. They range in price from $19,000 to $700,000. The average sale price this week was $250,000 with 70 days on market. So that's a pretty quick turnaround on those. Total of $5.7 in residential real estate closed this week. 8 property expired.
35 had price changes, and there's 60 pending, waiting to close. Currently, we have 259 homes listed on the MLS. Year to date, there's been 752 sales, residential sales, for $172 million. The average sale price this year is $229,000 with 88 days on market. For 2022, there had been 858 homes that sold for $187 million. The average sale price was $219 last year. So that's $10,000 difference. So it gives you an idea of the pressure on the market with supply and demand. With 81 days on market. In 21, there have been 897 sales with an average sale price of $195. In 2020, there had been 809 homes had sold with an average sale price of $162. And in 19, pre-COVID, that was 794 homes had sold for $149,000 was the average sale price then. So, I mean, you can see the pressure on people that wanting to come here bought up a lot of homes, and there were a lot of homes that sold that had been rentals and stuff like that. Guys who had, 15, 20 rentals, when they saw what they could get for them, we'll sell these. Yeah. And they sold those off, and a lot of those were starter homes at first, but the prices just kept coming up and up. People saying, well, I'll take anything, just get me there. And that was what got them into the market here and into getting away from where they were. That was the biggest thing.
What seems to be the biggest draw to our area? Price? Location?
Location. Price, 3 rivers, 2 lakes. I mean, the people from the west that come here and see that White River just rolling down, where does that go? And seeing, sprinklers and seeing water being used, go by the lakes and seeing the amount of water in the lakes and stuff. That's really like, wow. Colorado has gone to putting a meter on your well because you think that's your water. They say, no, that's Colorado's water. And you're going to pay by the gallon as it comes out, or 100 gallons, however it is. They got them set up, but they're metering the wells. Things like that, the constant intrusion.
Okay, now wait a minute. So how much are you going to give me back for when I'm watering my garden that goes back into that well?
Yeah,
because at that point I paid for it, now it's my water.
That's right, yeah.
That's
recycling.
That's a subject for later.
Yeah. But those are the kind of things, these insidious little fees and charges that are constantly being added on, and there's a lot of stuff that you don't see. That just is added into your taxes and added into your property taxes, added into your sales taxes. When you buy a cell phone and you pay, fees are added into that. That type of stuff. And they're just the kind of, I mean, we had some of that here. I mean, we're not pure and clean with taxes. I mean, but when you look at what we're paying for property taxes compared, people come in and they'll go, you're paying how much?
Yeah. How do they get you?
You don't get me. Get Linda. 870-405-0793. Check out the website, retiredarkansas.net. We've got the cameras that you see every morning on the weather here, and they're great. Weather's kind of dicey outside, and you see all the lightning and thunder and things like that. Turn it on, some great pictures. But call Linda, 870-405-0793.
This has been This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora, the Z-Team, Century 21 LeMac Realty. 870-405-0793 is their number. retiredarkansas.net is their website.
Go Bombers.
Thanks for joining us. We'll be back with Friday football here in just
a
moment.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. At Letty's Mexican.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's Football Friday. Coach Steve Airy, Coach Greg Crow are here with us. Mountain Home Palmer football. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Trying to wake up. God dang. I actually slept a little last night.
Well, yeah, you didn't have far to drive last night.
That's true.
Comparably. All that fun stuff will start next week, won't it? Long trip?
Yeah. Long trip. Not as long as the other ones, but it'll be a long trip.
Yeah. Let's talk about last night. Well, let's talk about you had a 7th grade game on Monday against Batesville.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. They didn't fare so well.
You saw it.
Batesville had some athletes.
Yeah, they did. That's a really good group of kids Batesville had right there. I didn't get a chance to see it.
That was a good bunch.
Yeah.
I'd like to have about 3 or 4 of those guys.
But then last night, West Memphis Wonder Lions came to town, and 8th grade came out on top.
It's good. It's good for those kids. We got to learn how to win, and they're going to get to watch film this morning, watch themselves win, and they didn't beat themselves last night, which is it's a start. Left foot, right foot, but proud of those kids. We're getting better. We're not putting it all together yet. But I mean, winning doesn't ever hurt.
No.
I mean, it doesn't hurt at all. So we got a long way to go with them, and we just got to keep plugging.
9th grade came out, took care of business.
We did. We kind of hit a little lull right there. We had a bad snap, and we had a throw behind the line of scrimmage. I'm not real sure what they called on that, but kind of put ourselves in a hole. And then we had a couple bad series defensively where I'm not sure. I fired the tackling coach at halftime, just so you know. He's fired. But we got to be better than that. We got to be able to put our face on somebody, and we're trying to arm tackle, and you just can't do it like that. We got no chance next week if we play defense at that level.
Can you explain to me that backward pass that went out of bounds and they moved the ball back 13 yards?
It was actually thrown forward. The receiver's 15 yards deep, and he threw it forward, and I guess they just thought he threw it backwards. I don't know. He's 15 yards deep. I don't know how you throw it backwards. Ball's got to be thrown forward, it's just something we tinker with. It's called arena. So.
Did you get it from Arena Ball? Or?
I just made it up.
Did you? I know if it's that.
I just had fun with
Canadian football or whatever.
It's something to put on film that somebody's got to prepare for. We can do 2 or 3 things out of it, but I wanted to get it out there. Everybody could look at it.
If he was to receive that ball, would he throw it again, or would?
No, he's just going to run.
He's just going to run with it.
It's no different than a now screen. He's just hitting it full speed.
Okay.
But there's 3 or 4 different options we can throw. We have arena 1, 2, and 3.
We'll hopefully see those in the near future.
They're on the docket. Let's just say that. They've been worked on for a while. They're on the docket. So,
getting pretty good performance out of your 9th grade team.
They are. They're playing well. We had some Braxton Blagg last night. I guess the other day he kind of tweaked his knee, and we held him out on offense. And I mean, he's as important to us on offense as Gus Wilbur and Gage and Elijah Hillstrom. I mean, just because he's so good at left guard, so smart, and understands what we want him to do. And so our left side of our line was tweaked a little bit. We didn't play totally clean up front last night, but I thought we were really physical on the right side of the line. And I mean, we're doing a good job. A lot of guys contribute, you know, and it's taken them all. We're really, really thin, and but I mean, it's our quarterback's doing a good job. I mean, I've been proud of them, but like I said, we're going into Hornets' Nest next week, and I mean, we got to play better next week than we've played ever in our life to win a football game.
You've got a pretty good matchup with Gus Wilbur and Gage Wilson.
Yeah, Gus just has a great feel for it, and you know, Gage understands what I want him to do, and he understands where the football needs to go. Most of the time, he understands the spot the football needs to go, and he's got good instinct. He's got good touch. You know, there's not many throws he can't make, to be honest with you. And he needs a little bit quicker release, which is something I think he'll develop over time when he gets in a more, I don't know, controlled, you know, read this bang and passing game. But I mean, he throws a really good football. He always has.
A good touch.
Yes.
It seems like number 14, Elijah Hillstrom, is making some good strides this year as well.
He is. I mean, he's downhill back, you know. If I can ever get him to hit the right hole sometimes. I mean, he gets himself in trouble sometimes trying to bend it a little too wide and on some counter stuff. But he gets to turn north and south. He's very physical to football. He's explosive. So I thought he ran really, really hard last night.
Got a couple of other guys that they're not real big, but they got a lot of fight. That's number 3, Corbin Lefevers.
Yeah, he's an 8th grader. He is.
Yeah, you kind of threw me off when you took number 3 out and put number 3 in. I'm going, okay, wait a minute. That's not the same. They're not the same size here. So
we don't have a lot of linebacker depth, and we always dress him out for 9th grade games, and we're able to get him in. He just makes plays. I mean, he just he's got a knack. He wants to get the football, and I mean, you know it as well as I do. I mean, half the time at inside linebacker, I mean, you got to do this and you got to do that, but I was just wanting to get the football, you know, and just, I mean, you got to want to get there, and you got to be nasty when you get there, and he's kind of got that streak in him. He doesn't know he's as little as he is, that's for sure.
And you've got another running back, number 20, Weston Potter, who had a good game last night.
Mm-hmm. He did. He had a really good game in 8th grade. You know,
but he showed up in the 9th grade game as well.
He did. We put him in some situations there at the end where we gave him the football, and we just don't have a lot of backs in our 9th grade class. We got more receiver type kids. We don't have a lot of tailbacks. So I couldn't tell you who my backup backs are in 9th grade. I don't have any. I mean, to be real honest with you. So we got to kind of be careful with those guys.
Coach Harry, I seen you on the sideline last night, supporting the boys, always going up, getting a tap on the shoulder, tap on the helmet. How does watching that 9th grade team that's coming up for you next year, how does that make you feel?
It's good. Got to spend a lot of time with them in spring football, and got to spend a lot of time with them last year in the weight room in the off season. So I have relationships with a lot of those guys. Just not a great relationship because I'm not around them every day, but it's good. It's a good way for me to kind of just break the ice and be around, and hopefully get a little relationship going and get them down the hill.
They at least know who you are.
That's about it. Yeah.
They know what you're looking for.
Yeah, and you try to get a first name and get them a good job, a pat on the back or whatever, and just encourage, and maybe they'll say, "Hey, I like this guy." I don't know. I'm always trying to make something happen.
When you're on the sideline like that, do you ever try to coach, or you just let them do their thing?
I kind of let them do their thing. I coach my guys a little bit. If there's something that's glaring, then I might try, but I don't know. His stuff is so unconventional that I don't touch it. I wouldn't know how to correct anybody in that offense other than efforts. You know what I mean? But no, I don't say much. I just try to enjoy the game, be a
good support.
Yeah, I just watch.
There you go.
All it is buck sweep. That's your favorite play.
I love that play.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
Guys, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching Football Friday on XL7-TV. We'll be back in just a minute.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we're here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville. If you're looking for something wonderful and delicious, head on over to Paradise Cream for a homemade ice cream experience. With over 20 flavors like German chocolate cake and sea salt caramel, it's always homemade and delicious. Paradise Cream has something for everyone and also carries dairy-free and vegan ice cream options. So whether you like it in a cup or in one of their homemade waffle cones, you're in for a wonderful dessert experience. Located in Mountain Home next to Ramada Inn or at their Harrison address across from Pizza Hut and Castle Rental. Let Paradise Cream cater your next event, because you're on your way to paradise.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should call the Z-Team.
Hi, Brett, Fritz, and Paisley here at Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Roost Road. Mower Warehouse has the largest selection of Ferris zero-turn mowers in stock. 0% financing available. Mower Warehouse also services all brands of mowers. We offer free delivery. Come see us for all your mower needs. That's Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Roost Road, where your business is appreciated.
Going on now through June, up to $500 off select mowers at Mower Warehouse, with no money down and payments as low as $89 per month.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's Football Friday with Bomber football at Bomber Stadium tonight. It's all Bombers. You ready?
I think we are.
Last week we made the trip down to Lake Hamilton. It started out pretty dang slow. We came back, pulled out to take the lead, and then ran into a buzzsaw in the last 2 minutes. And the game didn't turn out the way we wanted it to.
Yeah, I think we started a little bit slow on offense. Defensively, he hit us with a new formation that I'd never seen and still running the same stuff. And it's a good scheme. He's a good wing T guy.
We've got a few highlights. We're going to just run them all as one for the sake of time, and then we'll talk about them as the show progresses, okay? Yeah, there's no audio to this, so we can talk as we go through. You know, Case Yates has got some good protection. Yeah,
kind of everything's covered up.
You know, and Hubbard, the freight train, I call him the freight train. He had a good night. As rough as it was on the outcome, he still had a good night. Of course, in Yates, you worry about him getting hurt when he does that, but
he's a tough kid.
Nice field goal by Kelso Hott. Does Yates have any ambition of playing college ball?
None.
Number 25, Chris the Freight Train Hubbard. Carter Atkins, he had some nice catches as well. Hannaford.
Jed, he's got a good feel for the game. He can make people miss.
This is the most air game I've seen Mountain Home have in a number of years, but then you've got that running back Hubbard. He never stops. His legs just keep on pushing forward.
He has been the biggest surprise for us. We just didn't know. We thought it was in there, but he just wouldn't let it out. And somehow or another, we got it out of him.
He's definitely strong enough.
Speed option. Reed game, like I said, I didn't get to watch a lot of offense. I was in the 10 a lot, trying to stop these guys.
Yeah.
See, but I got a lot of Reed game in there. It was really good to us.
Hubbard scored twice in the third quarter, which we all thought that was the turnaround for the game. That right there was a big move as well.
Yeah, it was a squib kick. It wasn't really an onside kick, but we got it. Kelso got the guy, caught him on an odd hop, bad hop.
He's loading the open field now. I mean,
yeah.
Number 25, Chris the Freight Train Hubbard. I like this right here.
This one's different right here.
Barrett Miller with a nice return.
Barrett's got juice.
Cool. Turn around and got the freight train. You're not. You're going to try him, but you're going to feel it when you do.
Hubb's been sick for 2 or 3 weeks. He looks like he's starting to look like he did week 1 right now. He's been really sick. There's been a lot of stuff floating around. That is a beautiful catch.
Number 22, Jet. I call him Hannaford. And finally, we see a tackle by Robert the Dozer Dover. He's been double team and triple team almost all year.
And run away from.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, why don't you put him at Mike linebacker? Well, you put him at Mike linebacker and watch him play, and he's not near as good. He just doesn't play that fast, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he does well.
Nice stand there by Dunlap, Fido Dunlap. How many more you got to know? That's it. There we go. That's what we call our highlight reel for the Lake Hamilton game. The score didn't turn out as good as what they played at the third quarter as well. I mean, the third quarter was a good quarter for us. So what you looking at for tonight, Coach?
A good team coming in. The record doesn't show it, but they played PA, they played Little Rock Christian, played Lakeside, Morrilton. But three of those 4 are really, really, really good teams.
Mm-hmm.
And man, they're big, they're fast, they're athletic. Typical 6A West.
6A West, yeah.
Typical. I mean, record doesn't mean much. That they got good athletes everywhere. They've just been playing good football teams. So when we're expecting a good football team, we're going to get a good football team, and we're going to have to play good football to get out with a win for sure.
Are we relatively healthy tonight?
Yeah. Other than Jacob Chenoweth, missed most of the last game with shoulder, and he's missed most of the week. I don't know. I don't know if we'll get anything out of him or not. We'll find out.
The offensive line, you've got it back to what it started at. You got your center back.
Yeah, we got Yarborough back, and we should be good to go.
You're going to have Pageant on one side and Henderson on the other. Then you've got Ford and Purdue, and that'll fill out your front line.
Yep.
Those guys are pretty good sized. Unfortunately, they're still going to give up 35 to 45 pounds per man.
Yeah, we're not as big as everybody else.
But we're quicker.
We're quicker. Man, we are what we are. Just got to play hard. The thing we got to do is clean up some mistakes and play with a little more discipline. I think that's the thing that's killing us right now, is just playing smart, playing discipline.
We talked about it a little bit with Coach Crow off the air before the show started this morning. Open field tackle seems to be something we can't get a grasp on.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I may have to change the way we're teaching it. We're going to have to figure it out. But, yeah, that first touchdown the other night is just like, get the ball out in space and we're not going to make a play right now. And our DBs are better than that. They're better than that.
Who's going to take Chenoweth's spot if he can't
We've had David Baxley and Hunter Estes rotating in there. Is where Carter Atkins has been taking some reps too, trying to convince Carter come over to the dark side a little bit.
He's a great defensive player.
He just don't like it.
Huh? He loves it. Just give me 3 minutes with him. We'll change it all.
There you go.
Huh?
Coach, you may need to take a trip down to the high school.
I may need to have a little one-on-one with Carter. I don't know.
He's
killing everybody.
Bring a quarter pounder with cheese and sit down and visit with him for a minute.
I'm telling you, he can do it. There's no question.
Coach Harry, let's reflect back a little bit on Monday night's game against Batesville with your JV. Your JV's performing very well this year.
They are. We have it's mostly sophomores. I mean, it's not like we junior heavy or anything like that, so we're loading up on people. Sophomore class has just done a great job. Thing I like about them is they're really deep in the skill set. We got about 6 or 7 guys we can start it in the secondary right now and all be good, which is going to be a good thing for the future. Brantley Phillips has done a great job at quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're running about 3 different running backs in. And our offensive line's got a couple juniors on it, which kind of helps them a little bit. I think our offensive line's been steady. And then defensively we've been stellar on defense. Been playing an even front. 2 big tackles, whether it be Vandersteck and Martin, or whether it be Martin and Savea, or whether it be, but we've really done a good job right there on the defensive side of the ball.
What kind of defense are we looking at tonight for the varsity game?
We'll be playing more of an odd front tonight. Probably we're going to jump even odd a little bit, and I don't know, man. It's this running back they got. He may be the best one we've seen this year.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's good in between tackles. He's strong. He's elusive.
Better than long.
He's strong. He's fast. He's got more wiggle. He's got more wiggle, and he's probably faster. So, not quite as big. He's 185 pounds, but he's strong. He's a strong 185. So, I don't know. He's scary to me. I really thought we'd handle Long better than we did. I think this guy's better. But we'll see. Maybe we just play better.
Yeah. We need a good game tonight.
We need a good game tonight. It's kind of a must-win for us. I mean, it really is. We dropped the ball last week, and it's a must-win. It's just you got to approach it that way. So anybody says it don't matter, or they're wrong. It's about having a winning season. It's about getting yourself in the playoffs. It's about trying to get a home game. There's a lot of stuff on the line tonight, and we got to make it happen. Kids kind of hit it with a sense of urgency this week.
I was going to ask, how did the practices go this week with coming off that tough loss?
Well, it was a lot better than I had expected. I think the kids understood. They let one get
slip right through their fingers.
Yeah, just slipped through. Golly. You're sitting there with 47 seconds thinking, okay, just take care of the ball.
And they drop a long pass down to the 1.
And there we go.
A pass that we've been defending all season.
We just, we can go back to one play, but I can go back to several plays. I mean, everything from a personal foul to a missed tackle to a jumping off sides on 4th down and keeping a drive alive. They just do stuff that drives me crazy.
Yeah, just makes you nuts.
We just don't have enough discipline to be good right now, and we got to play good discipline.
It's time to get good.
We got to play a good game tonight.
Yeah.
I look at Nettleton. We kind of let him back in the game. I look at Harrison. We kind of let him back in the game. In the last 2 weeks, got blown out against Greenwood, and let him back in the game last week. So we got some fixing to do.
Coach Crow, real quick, what's next for the 8th and 9th grade?
They got Jonesboro and MacArthur on Tuesday, the 8th grade does, and then we got them next Thursday over there. They're undefeated.
It'll be tough.
It's absolutely going to be. We got to be really good.
Gentlemen, we appreciate you joining us every Friday. It's been Football Friday on XL7-TV. We'll see you Monday.
You bet.